Now, in the scope of management information systems, let's talk about management. The first thing I want to do is kind of differentiate between management and leadership. And so the first thing I want to say about leadership is the idea of leaders have to sit there and put the stake in the ground for some future state of whatever the organization is. So let's say, for example, at USCB, we're talking about the fact that there's a new campus that is being put together on Hilton Head Island for the hospitality management area, and this takes leadership. This is kind of one of those things where somebody has to see the future and verbalize it, put it in place, and then they can basically take it and give these sub-objectives to the management of the organization to make it happen. So I'll put a little graphic in here that basically begins to sit there and kind of go, leadership is doing the right thing. You know, how do we get things ready for putting a campus, on Hilton Head Island for the hospitality management? And it's the innovation and development and people and long-range planning and the what and why, commitment, empowerment, trust, proactive type of thing. It's what Jane Upshaw did so well as chancellor of this university. But management is the idea that once the leaders have set the direction, how do we do things right? So this idea of doing things right, it's the administration, the maintenance, the systems, structures, shorter range kind of, but the next thing is compliance, control, reactive. So this whole idea is we're working with the idea of structuring and helping people get to goals and objectives that are specified by what the leadership wants to do. So let me kind of flip this to a graphic of the principal functions of leadership. I don't know if I'm going to be able to fit this all on the, that's pretty close. Okay. But this whole idea of didn't want the whole thing. Come on, dude. Just need, there we go. 5 principal functions of management. Okay, the first one is the idea of planning. You got to plan, like the goals, where you want to go, what you want to do, how you have to get there. And the idea with the management, it can be management for a university, it can be management for an army, but you got to figure out what you got to take, what you got to do. Organizing, in other words, how you structure it, the organization chart, how you put things together, the skills and processes that are required for getting done what you need to get done. If you want to increase your sales of your organization, most probably you'll have to hire some new salespeople and put together marketing and sales plans to expand. Staffing, basically putting the right people in the right places. Staffing in a growing organization is always tough. One of the things that, coming from the Silicon Valley, a lot of people are in the HR area, and they're very important because they are the ones who help the company grow at these incredible pace that they do. Coordinating, how you make sure that everybody is doing the right things at the right time. And then controlling is kind of monitoring things and making sure that everything is going as planned. One of the things that in here doesn't really mention, but the idea of measurement is really important. And when you're sitting there talking about sales, those are pretty easily measured. But the next thing is that when you're controlling, one of the things that's important is knowing how many problems you have with customers because the product doesn't work quite as they thought it was going to work, or it breaks down. So this whole idea is you need to measure it. So the idea of management is the fact of doing these functions, and we need the information system that will help them do the planning, the information system that will help them do the organizing, the staffing, the coordinating, and then the controlling. So that's the idea behind management in the management information system.